Hey guys, it's Frank, and we've got another ZeroSpace game here for you. This time it's Legion versus Legion. In the upper left, we've got... that's got to be Bubba's versus Cho in the lower right. So this is always interesting to me. In the mirror matchups, I'm always keeping an eye on the production tab because I always wonder, okay, is this going to be mirror builds, or is the meta... is one person going to try and do something a little bit sneakier? Is one person going to try and play greedy? It looks like we've got... whoa! Beautiful fireball there from Cho. Tro's Galavax throws down the... oh! So we've already got two different heroes. The Inquisitress for Bubba's and Galavax for Cho. I kind of like Galavax better just for clearing these waves. But in terms of a 1v1, in a straight-up fight, there's no question who's going to win. The Inquisitress is just built to go after those heroes. Alright, so what do we got going over here? Barracks, a couple barracks, a bunch of thralls coming out for Cho. Alright, we've got triple barracks coming out for Bubba's. And a garrison tower. Where's that at? Oh, that's the garrison tower. Okay, gotcha. So we already see an expansion out here for Bubba's. But Cho hasn't even started his yet. That's interesting. Is he going to be able to get a scout off, though? So we've already got a couple of Valkaru Hounds. That wall off was very incomplete. Man, Galavax is taking quite a kicking, though. Oh, the Inquisitress dashes on forward. Tries to get Galavax. Galavax gets injured and he gets the move speed buff and he GTFs. Oh. The Valkaru Hounds are trying to do as much eco damage as they can, though. And I think they're getting quite a bit of work done. Yeah, I'm calling this raid successful. Alright, the Inquisitress trying to do her best to, is she gonna be able to get that thing? Okay. Yeah, look at that now. Now Bubba's income is 168 hexite per minute. That was a fantastic raid. And Galavax stayed alive the entire time. Galavax still healing up. What do we see here? I think this is like the perfect opportunity for Cho to expand. Oh, and he is. He is expanding. Oh, this Valkaru War Vault, though. I like that it's proxied, but I think it's drawing too much attention to this expansion. If you build up next to it, that'd be great, but... alright, where's the meatball? Gotta throw down your meatball. Alright. 3 thralls versus 1 thrall. More thrall, more good. Okay, the Inquisitress is here. Uh-oh. No, Galavax is about to get pounced on. Alright, it did... her little AoE attack, I think, missed, so he wasn't slowed. And I think if he had gotten slowed, that would have been the end for Galavax there. But Bubba's has control of the map now. And all of the XP towers, for that matter. So Bubba's going to be sprinting up in terms of talent experience. For a little while anyway, and these bulky spiderlings are going to provide a little bit of a cushion from that eco damage that he took earlier. What does that mean back here? Okay, so the expansion, I don't want to call this the natural, but the expansion for Cho has finished up. And Bubba's is back in the economic lead. Oh no, that's quite an economic lead too. Percentage-wise, but the supplies are pretty evened out. Curious to see what's going to happen. No, all these thralls are just going to die. They're all just gonna die. Oh no! Yeah, more thralls is better than less thralls. Unless we can land a great meatball. Nope, swing and a miss. I think it got 1 thrall there. Spear goes down, does manage to catch the Inquisitress, but it looks like the forces of Cho are gonna be able to get up this ramp and retreat, but even if he does take the high ground, I think there's just not enough supply. There's not enough firepower that he can use to defend against Bubba's, who has 58 to 38 supply now. Uh-oh. Is Bubba's gonna find this base? No. Oh, so Bubba's thinks that he's up against a 2-base Cho. Is gonna come forward and start taking out these barracks. Is there gonna be any kind of, like, are you gonna contest this? Hello? Okay, is taking the defensive fight here, putting a bunch of his thralls behind cover. Whoa! Beautiful meatball! Doesn't quite connect, but still, forcing your opponent to move instead of fight provides valuable time to get a lot of that DPS done. Oh, the thrall numbers they're kind of favoring Bubba's right now, I think. And, yeah, the Inquisitress, I think, got taken out. But we've got a couple of Deadeyes. Yeah, the Corsair Deadeyes in the back are going to lay down some serious firepower. But they're quite squishy. Galavax, you have another meatball in you. You're in perfect position to do it. Galavax. Oh, no, he might not have the energy for it. Okay. So a bunch of thrall-on-thrall violence happening there. And we do have a single Steel Sworn that, I don't know, I guess the idea is that it'll absorb some damage. Nice meatball, gets a thrall. I think you need to, like, bait your opponent into more of a choke if you want better results with the meatball. But Cho, having weathered the storm, having done as much chip damage as he could, does manage to even out, well, not even out, but to catch up quite a bit in terms of supply. Taking really efficient fights. And those Deadeyes are not doing the work that he wishes they would. They are lightly armored. And they're expensive. Is this I can't tell what those are. It's gotta be a flame bot, right? Yeah, this disorganized retreat from Bubba's. Bubba's has to go all the way back home. And despite holding on to those experience towers this entire time, Cho has managed to and even without the war experience talent, Cho took the improved conduits talent and is still staying caught up with the talents. They're both at level 3. I don't know though. Keeping your death ball really far away from that lonely expansion seems a little dicey. Behind all this, Bubba's does manage to get another expansion. The Inquisitress does take a spear. Oh, that flame bot is so good! Down goes the Inquisitress. The Flame Walker's out here dealing so much damage to all these lightly armored thralls. He does explode upon death. Alright, now it's the Inquisitress of Cho that comes forward. Get some AoE damage done. Is Galavax dead? He must be. Okay, so I think both players need to go back home and kind of lick their wounds a little bit. Bubba's does have another base up, though. Okay, Cho's catching up. Yeah, now it's just like they're both just vomiting out thralls as quickly as they can. A terror tank coming out for Cho, though. Where's that at? There it is. There it's being built. About halfway done. Valkaru Beast for Cho. It'll act as a good bullet sponge, but beyond that, I don't know that it's going to be able to actually get much damage done. It needs to close the distance, but it'll look great. Okay, Galavax is alive again. The Terror Tank is not even... It's getting there. It's not done yet. And even once the Terror Tank is done, you still need to buy a bunch of upgrades for it. Cho is absolutely killing it in terms of flux income, though. That flux income is going to be really nice in terms of getting upgrades for that Terror Tank. Because once those Terror Tank upgrades come online, boy, oh boy, is that spooky. Okay, so we do have Galavax out for Bubba's as well now, and Bubba's is ahead when it comes to the income, but Cho's kind of squeaked forward for supply. There we go, they're neck and neck. Oh no! Okay, that expansion did get found out. Is he just gonna walk through it? Okay, no, recalls into the base. All of Bubba's forces were kind of like in disarray there for a second. There we go. The Terror Tank for Cho does come online, and it's out. Is it going to get upgraded, though? A meatball and a spear go down. The Inquisitress gets a beautiful connection there from Cho, trying to slow all the thralls of Bubba's. Meatball comes forward and is barely not catching units. And Cho's just on the full offensive here. Oh, beautiful meatball from Bubba's! Trying to do as much damage as he can to the offending Thrall Swarm, and does get a beautiful connection there. Okay, but now all the XP towers belong to Cho. Not that it matters though. I think the talents are basically like we're nearing the end of how many talents he can get. E-ball comes forward, doesn't get all that much damage done. Spears coming on forward. Oh, the arc here for Cho is just too good. No, is the Terror Tank gonna go down? Got a lot of health on him. Oh, but the monolith gets dropped. The monolith of, yep, come kill all my thralls. Come kill as many thralls as you want, because that's just gonna turn into a much scarier monolith. This legally not Evangelion monster. How much time does it still have, though? Oh no, is the Terror Tank gonna live? Yeah, the Terror Tank is so tanky, and it deals 74 damage per second. That's 38 damage per hit, though. So, very prone to overkill. That's the only thing that worries me about the Terror Tank, is like, it's very nice if it can, it's very cool if it's not overkilling units. Ooh, but it did go down! Oh, and Bubba's army jumps on top of the monolith just as it times out. The Inquisitress, I'm going to Inquisitress duel happening here. Kind of a Darth Maul versus Darth Maul situation. Bubba's Inquisitress manages to live, and this Inquisitress is just down here. Not getting a whole lot done. Cho is ahead in supply, but not by much. This victory of Bubba's. Uh-oh, you don't want your Inquisitress to get caught. Is it going to get body blocked? No, it won't. Alright, so she manages to dash on out of there. The Terror Tank, I guess it did die after all this whole time. And it's going to lay down as much firepower as it can on top of the Inquisitress. Meatballs versus meatballs. Kind of keeping each other away, but you know once both have been casted that neither player has the, you know, they've got the spell on cooldown. Bubs' Galavax still has energy for it, though. Actually, no, they both have energy for it. This is a pretty small force to be trying to do any kind of attack. But no, Cho knows. Yeah, especially once these laborers start taking damage, that's kind of it. Oh! Is it gonna go down? Oh, huge hit from the from Bubba's Galavax fireball there. And now it's Krieger and Kragvorn. The third Legion heroes are out now for Bubba. So, triple hero. I don't know what they've bought so far for their heroes. The there we go. Okay, got a little sacrificial site going on here. Decides to kill one of his own thralls. That, let's be honest, probably wasn't going to live that long anyway. But getting that regen is pretty nice. Oh, another gigantic connection there. Bubba's has been able to make really, really good use of the Galavax fireball. Kragvorn moves forward. Okay. Finally, we see a Bubba's fireball that doesn't connect with absolutely everything. A nuke did go down, though, and connects with a lot of Bubba's force. And Bubba's does have the supply lead, but where is it all? Oh, it's all over here. It's, yeah, the bulk of the supply isn't with all the heroes and stuff. It's with... No! Down goes the Galavax of Bubba's. Unfortunate. Okay, now all the thralls come out, though. Down goes the Kragvorn. This Terror Tank is getting so much work done. I would like to click on the Terror Tank, please. Okay. Oh, and now we've got the, like, the better bubble wrap for the Inquisitress there. Or Bubba's Inquisitress. All these thralls, are they getting much damage done? Oh, but look at this! Bubba's with the sneaky ninja base. Kind of staying out of reach, but they're both on 4 bases. I don't think they realize that they're both on 4 bases, but this Terror Tank is going to be able to shred through all of these barracks. Nuke goes down. Gets a bunch of thralls. Okay. And we've got some fire coming down to these barracks. Yeah, no matter who went, like... Oh, that's more nukes on nukes. This is the nuclear apocalypse. This is like the Fallout setting. Oh, but the Terror Tank of Bubba's is finally complete, but Cho's still got the supply lead, and I think the reinforced lead as well. He's just got that reinforced economy still available to him. Oh no! The monolith does go down, but a bunch of okay, does recall the majority of his army. And the monolith being fed by so many thrall deaths there was able to get a lot of damage done. Oh man, that was a lot of yeah, that was a lot of barracks and idle conduits that got taken out. Man, what a fight. What a fight. And Cho realized that he was kind of like, his army was kind of running out of steam there, so decides to pull back. Wisely decides to pull back. And is he going to get the 4th upgrade for his Terror Tank? Gotta get that thing healed up. We'll see. Okay. Oh, no, but Bubba's found the ninja base of Cho. And Cho, I think, is gonna... Does he really want to contest it, though? Oh, big fireball! Only gets 1. Nuke? Man, that was a pretty good nuke, actually. It's got to make sure... Bubba's usage of AoE has been so good. Putting on an absolute masterclass. Okay, you don't want... No, you don't want your thralls hanging out in the glitter. The Inquisitor's getting a great shotgun off. Another nuke goes down right on top of all the thralls. Bubba's, you're insane. Okay, the Inquisitress of Bubba's does manage to leave. 1 Terror Tank for Bubba's goes down. But the Terror Tank of, the Terror Tank for Cho has been sitting on, like, triple-digit HP for a while now. Like, it was at 400, now it's at 200-ish. Getting any kind of value out of this thing, getting as much value as you can out of this thing is going to be so crucial. A nuke is going to go down, does take out the tank! Fireball goes out, doesn't get any thralls whatsoever. What is that, though? I think it's got... Well, it doesn't matter what it's got. It's got dead. It got killed is what it got. Another nuke is going to go down. Alright, the Terror Tank is still alive. These Flame Walkers are so good against the Thralls. They're just getting so much value done. Yeah, it's just... I think this is the beginning of the end. Unless there's beauty... Yeah, the Galavax fireballs here from Bubba's have been crazy, but Cho still manages to outproduce his opponent and keep the reinforcements coming. GG's, guys. What a game. What a game. Alright, guys, if you liked what you saw, feel free to like and subscribe, and if you don't, that's fine too. See you guys later.